Good evening. Welcome back to Be Rich. We have been all the time talking about climate change, and we have the COP26 summit also. Everybody is now fighting whether carbon emission has to be cut or not, and whether the world is really going to come to a climate change or there is going to be change in climate. There have been dire warnings saying that the islands of Maldives itself will vanish. But the West and the world has not taken this seriously. The West and countries like India and China have been arguing on who is going to bear the costs. But we have not had any such agreements which would have lasting effect. But the costs of climate change are already very clear. In India, there have been unseasonal rains. But today I'm going to talk about a different country. I'm going to talk about Australia. Australia has had unseasonal flooding this year, and this has caused a lot of damage. And in 2010, in Northwest NSW, North Southwest province, in New South Wales, is where there has been a lot of bushfires which led to lots of losses. Now, these bushfires have been linked to climate change. Unseasonal rains is one of the main these byproducts of climate change that is happening, and climate patterns will change. But how does it affect business directly? Unlike India, most of Western world use insurance to protect themselves. So most of Australia's property and life is insured. They have what is called as property casualty insurance. So everybody is going to make a claim. The Association for Insurance Industry in Australia has now just said that they have received 50,000 claims for insurance due to these floods. It is expected these claims will increase once the floodwaters abate and once people are in a place to file claims. Now, there are two big insurance groups in Australia. One is the India IAG group, which is the biggest, and there is a Suncorp group, which is the second largest. Both these companies will exhaust their budget for natural hazards to pay out claims. But both IAG and Suncorp have said that they are not going to bear the losses. Most of the losses will be borne by reinsurers because they have got reinsurance. What is reinsurance? When you pay a premium, you think that the risk is now transferred to the insurance company. But many insurance companies know that they cannot carry the risk. And if there are concentrated claims like what is now happening in Australia, it will bankrupt the company. So most of these insurance companies reinsure the policies with a reinsurer and take out a small cut. So what IAG, the Australian group, Insurance Australia Group, and Suncorp have said is that they have reinsurance arrangements in place which would limit their losses. The IAG has said its losses would be limited to $75 million. Suncorp has said it would have listed its losses would be limited to $69 million. This means that the loss to IAG and Suncorp is minimal and they can handle it. But what this masks is there are going to be reinsurers who are on the hook. They will pay substantially more losses than what was expected. IAG has said from the year 2010 to this year 2022, the total amount of claim, the budgets they had provided for natural hazards has been exhausted by at least in every year except 3 years. That is, whatever they have budgeted, they have under budgeted and they have spent more. This shows the bias of humans, and humans cannot budget exactly. That is, 9 out of 12 is a very bad score when you are estimating losses due to natural hazard. This year, the IAG expects that their total losses will be $280 million, of which they will pay only $75 million, and the rest of the losses would be borne by the reinsurers. The reinsurers will no doubt pay the claim this year, but will raise the amount of premium they require for reinsurance next year. Companies in turn will load the policyholder, so insurance as such will become more costly in Australia. All this because very clearly that climate change is definitely affecting it. And this is a very unintended side consequence of having no climate control. If you do not cut back on carbon emissions, you will see the frequency of natural disasters will increase and continue to go up. In countries like India, there is no possibility of having catastrophe insurance. This is catastrophe insurance, and I wrote about it in the newspaper Hindu about a couple of years ago. It is expected that the union government and the state government will pony up cash every time there is a natural disaster. It would make better sense for both state governments and central governments to take out catastrophe insurance so that the bank government need not pay for aid at the time when such an accident happens. Banks already, governments, both at state and center, are starved for funds. Catastrophe funds will, in a way, help us handle such catastrophe and mitigate the pain that the citizen faces. But for catastrophe insurance to succeed, you need a very clear policy shift where private insurers and global reinsurers are trusted and we make the requisite payments. In Australia, as much as in UK and US, it has property insurance is compulsory. In India, neither health nor property insurance is compulsory. The only thing which is compulsory in India is vehicle insurance, where the police will stop you if you don't have insurance. Similarly, property insurance also has to be made compulsory, which will enable people to get out of a situation like COVID or a natural disaster like what is happening in Australia. The job of insurance is to mitigate the risk, and in the West, they seem to be doing a good job of it. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. If you don't turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put a video. It's not enough that you subscribe and turn on the bell notification. I urge you to share this video with your friends and relatives. Once again, I thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.